Evaluate the impact of the commercialisation of sport on both the performer and spectators. 9 mark questions. So we're going to have our 3 main paragraphs as we try to put in place for all 9 mark questions. And for this question, we've got to make sure that we try and look at both some of the positive impacts of commercialisation on performers and spectators, and also some of the negative impacts as well. For the first main paragraph, we're going to look at the impact of commercialisation on performers. So our point could be the commercialisation of sport has led to an opportunity for sports performers to become global stars. For our AO2, you might say that this can motivate more people to take part in sport as the extrinsic rewards are worth all of the effort and training. And for our AO3, we could look at the other side of the argument in terms of our evaluation and discuss why being a global star could perhaps be a negative for some people. So, however, being a global star can lead to increased pressure from coaches or sponsors. This may mean that a performer is forced to play when they're injured, or maybe even feel pressure to take performance enhancing drugs. For the next paragraph, we're going to look at spectators. So the commercialisation has also led to spectators having more opportunity to watch live sport. We'll explain this by saying this is because the media now has the right to show many different sports and matches at the elite level, increasing the viewing pleasure of spectators. Once again, for our evaluation, our AO3, we can look at the other side of the argument and say, however, ticket prices have also raised as a result of commercialisation, meaning that fans from a lower socio-economic group cannot attend matches. High subscription packages for Sky Sports or other media channels can also mean that certain fans find it hard to access sport. For the final paragraph here, we're going to look at another way that commercialisation of sport has had an impact on spectators. So commercialisation has also led to the changing of formats in certain sports, increasing the viewing pleasure of spectators. For example, in cricket, the 2020 format was created, leading to more people wanting to watch this exciting form of the sport. Once again, for AO3, we can look at the other side of the argument. However, some traditional fans may be put off by the decline in other formats of cricket, such as test matches. Players who are more suited to test cricket also now miss out on lucrative contracts from 2020 leagues, such as the IPL, and this can dissuade them from continuing their careers as test cricketers. So these paragraphs we've looked at here have looked at 3 different points about the impact of commercialisation on either the performer or spectators. There's lots of other points as well that you could make, and as long as you're making that point, you're explaining it and you're trying to weigh up the arguments and the impact of the commercialisation of sport, then that would also be fine to go down a different direction.